Hello everybody, I'm Matt Mathix and welcome back to Hiveswap. Now, we're gonna answer this walkie-talkie. So, head to the trophy room? Affirmative, over! Also, I'm not sick anymore, so that's good. Got it. Over and out. Well, that was easy. And I already forgot what he just said. Security room? I don't know, the only place to go is downstairs, so that's what I'm gonna do. Oh boy. Some great photos and portraits of your mostly great family. You decide to take a closer look. Yep, there they are. Pa used to be great with animals. You wonder what happened. Maybe a betrayal? No, impossible. Look how good that dog is. That dog never betrayed anybody in his whole life. You would stake your entire reputation on it. The whole thing. Okay? Ugh, you can't even look at this picture. You deplore cruelty to animals. One of the many ways you and your father never saw eye to eye. One of the other ways was he never actually looked at you much, let alone at your eyes. Yeah, I knew that was coming next. Mom is the picture of grace and radiance, and Pa is just Pa. Seriously, has he ever changed his look? Sometimes you wonder if he was born with his spectacles and mustache, or at least one of the two. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. You and Jude have a lot of fun memories with your babysitter. By now, probably more than with Ma and Pa combined. You've always thought of her as the kind of cool and fun older kid you wanted to be. Until you got old enough to realize she's a pretty sucky role model. You wonder what her family is like, but it's probably not your place to ask. There aren't any pictures of the three of you together, so you tried to make one. Through the art of composition. By hanging these three solo photos together, it's kind of like there's a photo of all three of you. Sorta. Oh, like, what's his name? Jude? And then the mom. Don't remember her name. Claire? Like Claire? Okay. And then Joey. Okay, whatever. A lovely diptyche. I really have no idea what that word is. Of school portraits, the laser background, and the bad hair days, simply perfection. Haha, Jude puts the dip in diptyche. Diptych? You mutter to yourself. Oh, you mutter to yourself. Such an unreal burn on the unsuspecting chump, but he probably wouldn't even get it. Come to think of it, maybe neither do you? I certainly don't. Pa. And someone you presume is his sister? Nobody he's ever mentioned, not that the two of you talk much. Kind of weird to think you might have, like, a second cousin out there you've never met. Maybe she died young? The old-timey times were pretty rough. Yeah, so this is, this is, like, Grandpa Harley, and this is Grandma Egbert, I guess? Like, these two look like Jake and Jane, and the dog looks like Beck. You and your very good dog. Aw. I guess that's all we have to say about that. Ooh la la, that there mom is looking très glamnifique, okay? When you grow up, you hope this is what mirrors will look like. Oh, that's cute. To Jake, my biggest fan, Claire. So, I guess this is like the beta version of Jake. Yeah. Okay, like, I'm making references that only people that have read Homestuck will actually get, but okay. Can I use the things? Okay. You were about to mess with these portraits, but on second thought, you decide to just take a closer look at them. Okay. Wait, does it say that every time? It does. Okay, I guess that's the only thing to do in this stairwell. Down the stairs. Maybe. Hopefully. Lamp. Nope. I have to, like, click a tiny bit at a time. Okay. Because I can't move with WASD. I wish I could, but I cannot. This guy, what's he so happy about anyway? His expression probably made more sense in its original context. That is to say, whatever tomb or temple or whatever that your pa plundered him from. Yeah, he looks real happy. Alright, here we go. I guess we just... You put a pog in the serpent's mouth. Nothing. You reach to pick it back up. It's gone. What the heck? Is there something mysterious about the statue? Could it be a... Oh, no, wait, there it is. There's the pog. It was in the mouth after all. Wow. The snake is a statue and cares little for treats. You, for your part, care little for snakes. Okay, snakes are cool. Okay, huh. You were about to think some snarky quip about how these two things are obviously not related, so why would you try to use one with the other? Geez. But something about this key does remind you of snakes. Weird. You have a feeling that these two things aren't actually related in any particular way, though. What the heck were you thinking trying to use them together? It doesn't even have a keyhole, come on. Well, it's bringing up dialogue, so whatever. And the reason that this makes you think of snakes is because it has snakes on it. Tap dancing would probably just agitate the snake, if you had to get past one, which is very possible. Likely even. Ah. You cleverly dodged the serpent, but you're not surprised. Ballet is, after all, the preferred school of dance for such a venture. Oh, and this doesn't do anything. Alright, here we go. Oh. I was like, can I take a blunderbuss? But apparently not. Oh, spoopy! Well, it seems the power went out. That should make the trophy room quite the adventure. Which is to say, not quite the adventure you wish you were having right now. Oh, now I'm all sad again. Well, it would seem the power's out.
Classic psyops over.
What?
Credit where it's due. Best way to destabilize countermeasures. Leave you in the dark. Literally over.
Not literally. It's still, like, late afternoon. I can see fine.
Should have no trouble getting to trophy room then. Over.
Fine then, Mr. Mission Control.
Yes, great. Over and out.
Alright. Oh yeah, I look totally fine. Everything's great. Everything's real great. Everything's really great. Oh my, this is a large room. Okay. Piano. Well, it doesn't seem to want to let me click on stuff, so... This bookshelf contains several of Pa's books, including Pistol to Pelts, How to Turn Sweet Intelligent Animals into Weird Rugs and Stuff, Teach Yourself Taxidermy, I guess, and Safari, Stories of Bold Men and the Animals They Killed from a Distance even though they weren't hungry and did not intend to eat them. Wow, this is some very, very literal titles. Okay, Pogs. Aside from being things you flip and being made of paper, they're pretty much the opposite of books, although those similarities aren't easy to discard. Now that you think about it, a pog is basically just a tiny nibble of an enormous book feast. Loose paper and animal treats. Wow, that sounds like just a great way to get mice. Not that they'd last long in this house, considering, yeesh, you'd rather not think about it. It was bad enough with that thing in the house, and now there's now there's monsters too. Great. Getting to sleep tonight is going to be really easy now, always assuming you don't just get killed before that. Are we talking about Jade's pet? Jude's pet? Whatever. Sigh. Think positive, Joey. See puzzles, find solutions, and try to avoid creating perfect little furnished nests for rats to move into. Alright. Okay, I just wanted to see... Alright, clicking anywhere on this bookshelf does the same thing. Okay. Key. This whole thing is way too cluttered to be a good hiding place. Plus, you've already elected to keep this thing close, remember? You're like 90% sure you remember that. Now the game is just like, okay, stop clicking on everything. They're already pretty cluttered on the shelf without your help. You may have been the one who tap danced these books into their cluttered state in the first place. You don't need your graceful ballet skills to avoid reading. All you need is the power of your video games. Wow, it's very meta. What's the next thing? Click TV. There's the big screen. Got the cable hookup and everything. It's your home altar, and your method of worship is listless vegetation. The gods reward you with glimpses of the divine. Clarissa, Alex Mack, and the cool green lady from Reboot. You really like her. She's cool. No idea what that means. No, these things are basically the opposite of TV, and you don't want to cause an explosion. The TV has a habit of displaying cute animals, especially when you're in charge of the remote, but it is not, itself, an animal, cute or otherwise. That'd scratch the screen, and more importantly, might scuff the edge of your precious heirloom. And for what? For what? Sorry, you're just a little on edge right now. Tap dance the TV. It doesn't seem like a great time. Besides, nothing they play on TV is ever any good to tap to. And the only tap dance videotapes you have are Fred Astaire and the Ginger Rogers movies. The tap dancing parts are great, but then you have to sit through a bunch of boring boy-girl stuff to get to the next part. Ew, boy-girl stuff. Girls have cooties. Ew. You like to dance to ballet videotapes while no one else is in the house, which is pretty frequently. Your babysitter has her other job, Jude has his treehouse and his other friends, you have your dancing and your puzzles. But there is someone else in the house tonight. Lots of someones, so you best keep on your toes, literally and figuratively. One of these pogs depicts an image of an anthropomorphic remote control leering amorously at an anthropomorphic television set. The television set is quite buxom, of course, so that you know it's a lady, because otherwise it would be weird, right? Jeepers, you hate pogs. Jeepers is a great word. Okay, your dog loves trying to chew this thing up enough already. The last thing you need is to get that treat scent all over it. Oh, the remote. Okay. The universal remote can control anything. You have a feeling that your heirloom, if it has any function at all, will be much more exclusive. Another point in its favor. You briefly consider the idea of a television that could be controlled by the rhythmic tapping of your shoes. Not sure if you're willing to deal with the inevitable torrent of sprained ankles and lawsuits, though. Yeah, it would be quite a mess. Really now, the universal remote was designed to reduce extraneous physical activity. Using it while prancing around sort of defeats the purpose, which is part of why you have no interest in the dumb thing. Oh boy. What is this? Beanbag chair, super comfy, and thankfully not filled with real beans. You could take a nap, but you've kinda got a lot going on right now, you know? Pogs, beanbag chairs. Boy, it sure is the current year that you live in. 1994, you mean? Mm-hmm. Wow. No pets on the furniture. Even the furniture. Oh, furniture. Because it's a beanbag chair, so it's not really furniture. Okay. You dig your heirloom into the chair, tearing a little hole in it. It's full of styrofoam. Not beans at all. You're crushed, but you soldier on. It's too uneven and has too much give. You break your ankles, like, well, ankles. Great. You give it a good strong kick with your powerful leg. It absorbs the blow and doesn't seem to be shaken by it. A formidable foe. You know well enough that any attempt to interface the pogs with the cassette player would be futile. Not even the compact disc player could make use of these particular discs. This cassette player, like most others, asks only for batteries, not processed animal byproducts shaped like little bones. Sorry, cassette player. You're fresh out of AA's, AAA's, the whole A family, really. Holding your heirloom near the cassette player. You could swear you briefly heard some tiny music coming out of the little headphone speakers. But the batteries are dead, right? You double-checked. They're definitely dead. That was, weird. Possibly not quite dead batteries or not. It wasn't even turned on. Ooh, spooky. Jude left one of his tapes in there. And nobody can tap dance to Enya. Enya. Don't know what that is. Especially with a pair of dead batteries in the compartment. You need your ballet skills to avoid the monsters. With headphones on, you'd never hear them coming. Death by Enya. You would probably end up reincarnated as a rose trapped in an iceberg. Plus, the batteries are dead, of course. Next to the technological wonder of portable gaming, these pogs seem awful, primitive, like crude Stone Age garbage. Well, they're some kind of garbage. You could put the pet treat in the battery slot or the game slot. Both are a terrible idea, though. Sigh. The illusion of choice strikes again. The green LCD screen and red power indicator would have very agreeable chromatic resonance with your heirloom, if only the batteries weren't utterly drained. The batteries weren't utterly drained. Sure, you could become the first person alive to defeat Tatanga while performing a tap routine, but would history remember you for it? Remember? Any good ballet games on here? Of course not. This thing would need way, way more buttons to emulate something as complex and nuanced as ballet. Alright, time to start picking stuff up. Look. Pa's major totem of power. This impressively clunky item controls the TV, the garbage door, toaster, thermostat, and pretty much everything else of a gizmological nature. You literally cannot pick it up without using both hands. Okay, time to scavenge. Please don't put it in my inventory. You pop open this behemoth and score! You put the E-cell batteries right into the old Silodex. Okay, well now I got batteries. Okay. Heft remote. The universal remote definitely sounds like something that would be useful on your adventure, except the power's out. Universal is probably disappointingly misleading, and who said you were on an adventure anyway? So far, you haven't even left your house. Yeah, okay. Look. You're just your reliable old portable cassette player, complete with headphones. Jude can occasionally be found using it to even further isolate himself from reality. Okay, salvage. Dead batteries, of course. Seems to be a running theme. Oh, I guess that's it. Look, it's the handheld gaming device that you and Jude share. He hogs it mostly, but that's alright, since you've got a console in your room. Alright, let's scrounge. You have it on good authority that the batteries in this thing are A, way too small for anything you may or may not currently need batteries for, and B, dead as a bag of doornails. Okay? I don't know why dead as doornails is a thing, but now I've got some batteries that I need to go back and click on everything with. So let's do that. Books don't need batteries, they're simply books. All they need is you. Or rather, that's all you need to enjoy them. Books don't particularly need you at all, really. Would these puny puppies be able to power this big boss hog of a television set? Unfortunately, no. No, you need them more than the remote does, especially because its owner isn't even here. Ugh. Good old paw. Okay. I got an achievement. No, they're yours now. Okay. You don't need extra energy to use a beanbag chair. In fact, the less energy you have, the better a chair they seem to be. They're too big, you know. You're beginning to kind of wish you didn't have to use batteries for everything. Unfortunately, there's no alternative and never will be. Oh boy. Those are way too big for this little hombre, and honestly, this is no time for games. I remember when, like, rechargeable batteries were new, and people were like, you can recharge something? It like blew everyone's minds. It was awesome. Okay, nothing over here is interactable. Oh, wait, I gotta click on it with the things. Pogs. Batteries neither included nor required. Batteries for fun toys. Batteries are for fun toys. Okay. Batteries are kind of like pet treats for appliances. Or, you guess batteries are more like pet food than pet treats. Appliances enjoy no treats. Theirs is a dull and routine existence, knowing neither apogee nor perigee. Perigee. Apogee or I have no idea. Your precious heirloom doesn't run on batteries, though it does seem to have a strange energy to it, doesn't it? Kind of a delicate spiraling power, like a seashell warmed by the sun, or a snake coiling on a hot rock, or a giant sun being devoured by a black hole singularity. Something like that. Yay! You don't run on batteries, you run on razzle dazzle. That's awesome. Oh, no. Okay. I thought I was going to put the batteries in my flashlight. I would have been really sad. These batteries are so huge, they don't even begin to fit. Like fitting a round peg into a round hole that's a bit smaller than the peg. You'll need some D-cell batteries. I bet you will need some D-cell batteries. Sorry. Twin pillars of power. Just like your legs. Kick, kick, kick. Well, it's more like leaps and bounds than kicks. So far. We should be like a karate master or something. That would be awesome. Alright, can I go back up the stairs? Yes, I can. Oh boy, here we go. No, it's just a statue. It doesn't do anything else. It just exists. It's not like a lamp. Oh, the pain, the horrible pain. Okay, here we go. She's a statue, not an action figure. And action figures don't usually require batteries anyway. Now, play sets, but even then, it's just for the frills, lights, sounds, voice modulator that makes you sound like a skeleton monster, etc. What is that weird tentacle thing? Has that always been there? There's like this black thingy. I don't know. Boop. The door's locked, so if you slipped these under there, there'd be no getting them back. Yeah, that would probably not be the best thing. Light bright is plugged into the wall. There's an outlet right there between the two doors, which is why the light bright is there in the first place. It's all perfectly reasonable, and it wouldn't be helped by batteries, not in the slightest. I can't use the batteries on that thing. So, box? That would be a pretty sensible place to keep them, yeah. No looking back though, Joey. That's not how puzzles get solved. Alright. I guess there's nothing clickable in there. Lamp. Yet another excellent place to keep batteries. If those were a thing anyone ever owned, in the history of needing batteries being a thing. I do not understand that sentence in the slightest. Boop. He looks like he might enjoy it, honestly. Game, why? This one is just a simple pump action, as Jude has informed you. You've seen commercials for high-end water guns that actually do need batteries, which, okay, why not just use the hose at that point? Yeah, makes sense. Alright, boop, nope, boop. This drawer is full of junk. Batteries would get lost in here, and you'd never be able to find them when you really needed them. So, par for the course, really. Boop. What? Whatever the heck this thing does, it apparently does it without needing batteries. Wow! Look at it go! Great. Okay. Door. Nothing. You just need to come
traipsing
back up here as soon as you needed these. And honestly, a girl can only
traipse
so much in a single evening. I wish I had better vocabulary. Boop. No batteries needed. He's a pretty simple little fellow. He just exists. His 6 pairs of simple eyes detecting changes in light intensity, but not much else. You couldn't replace the batteries without disturbing its perfect arc of untapped potential energy. That would be a real shame. Yes, it would be. It's kind of amazing, actually. This is just a simple analog door, not requiring batteries. It still vexed you, though, because it does require a key. I think I may have found a bug. If you click on a thing, so like if you're about to go through a door and then you click on something and then you go through the door, it will stay green, right? Even though I don't have it selected, and then I can do it on the way back too. And now these 3 items are green. The way to fix it is you select it and then you use it on something and then it goes back to being blue. Just thought that was weird. Okay, I just tried the batteries on some stuff in my room and it does the same thing as the other batteries did. So, no surprise there. Alright, I guess we're going over here now. Wow. Okay. One of your pa's recent victims. You love animals. He loves killing animals and turning them into ghoulish trophies, celebrating his victory over nature. Yeah, big man, as long as he has a big stupid gun. If you intend to Frankenstein pa's little project back to life, you're going to need a lot more electricity. And a blatant disregard for ethics? Question mark? You're tempted to stick the rest of your pogs into this poor creature's mouth and be done with them, but sadly, it is already stuffed to the brim with useless filler. You doubt this creature has any interest in chowing down, seeing that it lacks the requisite organs and all. As an aspiring veterinarian, you are sometimes forced to temper your sentimentality with a cold dose of biological expertise. No. You don't think you'll be putting this precious heirloom in this poor fellow's grotesque remains? This poor fella is so shoddily put there that you fear your turbulent tap routine might cause it to collapse into a loose jumble of remains. That would be pretty gross. Although you're happy to perform for your own stuffed animals, the more sinister nature of Pa's stuffed animals gives you pause. You mean pause. Okay. No, this isn't a depowered mode or anything. Look, whatever this bear does, he's already doing it as hard as he can. It's a bear that your paw shot and turned into a trophy. Now all his friends who come in this room will think, oh, this guy shot a bear. Okay, except he doesn't really have any friends, and he's never here. So it's just a nice big horrifying thing for you to deal with. Thanks, Dad. You can't use the pogs with the animal. They're just unbearable. Oh boy. Ah, look at that face. He really does look like he's rearing up for a treat, or to slap someone's head clean off with a single swipe from his incredible paws. One or the other, though, for sure. You think you might be bear keying up the wrong tree. Bear keying. That was really terrible pun. Okay, I just tap danced. You make yourself as intimidating as possible. The bear is terrified. Aw, don't worry. There's no pause for alarm. You mean cause for alarm? You don't need to outrun the bear. You only need to outrun you. Wait, that joke doesn't really work when you're narrating to yourself. Or wait, what are you talking about? You dropped this line of thought forever. I do not understand. Hey, a bear. Yeah, alright. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted. Oh, no. Okay, look. A piano can be used to turn the slight emotion of one's fingers into music. Those ivories, how they beg to be tickled. But you mustn't. Also, you, can't. Whoops. Okay, you play the note that matches the letter on these batteries, but you don't know how to play the piano. That would have been pretty cute, though. Well, the pogs fit pretty snugly between the keys. That much is clear. But doing this benefits neither the pogs nor your piano. The only treat this piano would respond to is a good tuning. Oh boy. Sometimes when you hold your heirloom, you do hear music in your mind, a sweet and tinkling song, bewitching and alien, yet naggingly familiar, like the theme song to a show that you only watched when you were very little, that nobody else remembers. It haunts you sometimes, and thus, you do not hold your heirloom all that often. Hard to dance and play at the same time, you know from extremely depressing experience. Especially when you can't even play piano. You can't even play. If someone could just get on this piano and drop some it'd really power up your ballet moves. You suppose you could even settle for a stilted rendition of Hot Cross Buns. What is play haunting melody gonna do? It can't play piano. Oh, that would be just the thing, wouldn't it? Some kind of eerie, lonely sonata to really set the tone for your adventure ahead. Something in a minor key, perhaps? It's a shame that you would probably provoke a bunch of monsters to eat you. Also, you really can't play piano. That's a Homestuck joke if I have ever seen one. I used to be able to play the haunting piano refrain. But I don't have a piano anymore, so I can't practice it. This piece was too depressing, so you gave it a nice refinish. If your pa has a problem with it, he's welcome to say so the next time he's actually around. You wonder if you'll be driving by then? To college? Where you teach, probably when you're an adult, and 20 years have passed? Okay, I'm not sure. Oh, I like how the blunderbuss has flowers coming out of it. It's cute. Can I use stuff on the painting? No, I cannot. What? What? Oh, it doesn't even have a head. I was like, where's the head?
Where's the leak, ma'am?
The ladies in these paintings are eerily beautiful, although maybe everyone would look like that in blue. The lamp, goodness. You'd like to meet the lady who modeled for it someday. Okay, so what is the point of this? Is there any point to this? I don't think there is. Okay, can I use my stuff on it? What's the point? I don't understand. I'm not doing anything. I can't use my items on it either. This was the thing I was talking about earlier where he collects old photos from beauty salons because they're rare occurrences, so it's basically like treasure, kind of. There was a whole thing about that. Books. These used to be stacked neatly on the shelves, but your big dog came clambering through and slammed right into them. They tumbled everywhere. That was about 3 years ago. You aren't great housekeepers. Looks like someone came charging through here already. Probably your dog. Ha ha ha. Not a great place for a slam sesh. The terrain is way too varied. Whoever made this mess definitely doesn't deserve a treat. Nothing in these about weird heirlooms. You've checked. And if I've checked, wouldn't the books like be in better condition? They're already pretty clustered. Or cluttered, I mean. Easier to just walk around them. Alright. I don't really want to go out that door yet. There's another lamp of a lady. This lamp makes you blush brighter than the lamp itself. I guess that's all I have to say about that. It plainly has a power cord. This is making me think of like the leg lamp from Christmas Story or whatever it's called. Where would you put it? The idea springs in mind, and you blush all over again. A little rude, Joey. This heirloom has a lot of secrets. This lamp doesn't. Okay. You don't want to unsteady her, though it'd be only fair, since she's definitely unsteadied you. You wouldn't mind dancing with this lady one bit, if only she were a lady and not a truly tacky lamp. But like, why does our paw own a statue of a porcelain blue lady turned into a lamp in the first place? Doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's not just for stuffed bears, of course. It was named for its founder, the chief physician, Arsala Teddy Bear. You're talking about like this little hospital? It's pretty cute. Alright, let's look at this lion. There it is! I like the eyes are like back, or like going different directions. You've always enjoyed this painting, particularly because the lion looks so alive. Whoever painted it must have had a really good imagination. Either that, or they painted it very, very fast. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Oh, wow. That's actually really cool. They've got a bear they've got a grandfather clock made out of a bear? These should probably be in a museum. Oh, the masks? Alright, let's look at this. Boy, your pa really gets inventive with his taxidermy, huh? What a ghoul. It's pretty awesome, I think. Except for like the lower lip, that's really weird. It's powered by that pendulum. Wow, look at it go. So exciting. When is it time for pogs? Barely ever. The bear couldn't enjoy a treat, as its intestines are clearly a clock. Ew. Something about this key and clockwork is so compelling to you that it almost distracts you from the Frankensteinian winged bear. Yeah, the wings are a little odd. Hey, he makes a pretty good metronome. Okay. Your ballet is like this bear clock. Precise and fierce. That's cute. They're masks. Either you wear them or you don't. Batteries don't need to enter the equation. That's culturally insensitive, Joey. What? Okay, these mouths aren't open for treats. They're open for, well, you don't know. Probably not treats, though. No keyhole in these. You could jam it in the eyes, but that seems a little macabre. Stacked so nicely in the corner like that, it'd be a shame to tip them over with your hot steps. Boop. A mask would be fun, but it's not really the season for it. A mask as in a masquerade? That's what it seems like. Light switch. Painting. It's a lady. A lot of these ladies were apparently your mom's friends. You should look them up sometimes. You may avoid mentioning that your pa had blue-only portraits made of them. Although if they were friends of your mom's, they must have had to deal with your pa on occasion. So it would probably come as no surprise. Okay. There's some arrows in this plant. That's nice. Alright. Oh, wait, can I click on the light switch? No. It's so weird because, like, I can barely click on this. Right? Like, I can't... There's no screen over here. Like, if I do that, it just goes somewhere else. Oh, no. Go back. Oh, no. Go back. I'm not done yet. Whoa. Just as you passed into the living room, pulling the door shut behind you, you shuddered as something heavy and wet slammed against it from the other side. I can't see anything in the trophy room. It's way too dark.
Odd. Rest of house navigate over. Considered utilizing flashlight over.
You mean the one you filled with your pogs? That flashlight?
Joey, please, over. No use dwelling on the past, over. I'm like a pubescent grubba.
It doesn't matter, anyway. Something's blocking the door to the trophy room now.
Something over.
Yeah, I'm not sure what.
Strange. For now, recommend focus on restoring power before sunset's completely over.
Oh geez, you're right. Okay. I'll do that. Thanks for the reminder.
Need electricity to retrieve key anyway, over.
What?
Can't discuss, over. Unsecure channel, over and out.
You try the knob. It turns easily, but it won't budge. Something's blocking it. Something heavy. You guess you'll come back and deal with this after you get the power back on. Dang it. I didn't click on anything in there. Any hot tips for getting the power back on?
Power outage seems to grant invaders significant advantage, over.
That's not really a tip. That's more like just an explanation for why I'm trying to do it.
Not sure what to tell you. Circuit breaker probably in basement, over.
See, that was very helpful. Thanks.
Doing my best, over and out.
I forgot that you can click on items and then click on yourself. These batteries are huge. As far as you know, they don't fit anything but the universal remote. But hey, the night is young. Jude's Pogs. There's a cool Scully one, but the rest are just dumb cartoons, vague, rebellious graffiti, and bad video games. Pet treats. Animals love these, except the most dangerous animal of all. Man. Wow, you blew your own mind there for a second. This was your mom's, but you aren't sure what it is. It looks like a key, but to what? You have a deep down feeling that it's important somehow, but you better keep it close. I think I've already read that. These are your tap shoes. They enabled you to tap dance. Your tap dancing lessons also deserve a little credit. Yes. Beautiful, comfortable satin ballet slippers. Like dancing on a cloud. Unlike the canvas shoes you wear for class, which are like dancing on a far less luxurious cloud. I am going to save it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the start menu. And then I'm going to load up the game that I just did, and then I'm gonna go and see if I can do anything in the trophy room now. Okay, here we go. Boop. Wow, it is dark in here. Look, this room is really giving you the creeps. Look. Okay, I guess I can't move either way. Listen, you hear something breathing. Something else, you mean, besides you. Is that really the only thing I can do? Huh. Okay, yeah, I guess that's it. Well, there's your 2 pieces of extra dialogue. Alright, so that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying this because it's a lot of work reading all this stuff. But anyways, I will see you guys next time.